I wouldn't be surprised at all. You know, he's played on some big stages. He understands what it's like to play with pressure. He's also very mobile. The potential for his athleticism is through the roof. I think that's what we're looking at when comparing Justin Fields to Mac Jones. You look at Justin Fields and the type of offenses that successful quarterbacks are running in the NFL right now. We love the fact that he can throw from different types of angles and he can move. I actually sat down with Justin Fields last week.
Yeah.
And out of all the things that he talked about, you know, growing up hungry and wanting to compete and always wanting to go up against the best and feeling like he is, hands down, the best quarterback in this draft, aside from all of that talk, which is, you know, that's the bravado, that's the ego that us athletes walk around with. One thing that stood out, he said, if I hurt my leg in a game, I still feel like I am a good enough passer to be dominant in a football game. And I was like, what? I said, we keep talking about your athleticism, Justin. What do you mean? He's like, just because I'm athletic, that doesn't mean I can't pass the ball. He said, that's how confident I am with throwing the ball downfield. If I hurt my leg, I'll be good enough to still light up a defense. And that stood out to me when I was talking to him.
When you were talking to him, did you have the dollar sign on your head? Did you see that?
No, he didn't see this.
No?
I had a different design.
Nate, you wear shorts with a suit, and that still is your biggest thing. I mean, that was awesome. Wow. To answer the question, no, I would not be surprised. I almost prefer it. I just keep shaking this thing about, I'm looking at Mac Jones, and I'm wondering, what can he do that Jimmy Garoppolo can't do? I know he can come cheaper, and that's really important.
Right.
But I look at Justin Fields, I'm like, all right, we got a guy running a 4.4. Like, this is a toy for Kyle Shanahan to play with. But I can't shake this thing, and I'm just going to put it on the table right now, and it's going to piss a lot of people off. But this time of year, the draft is the Alabama Invitational, and we talk about Julio and Derrick Henry and Amari and Minka, and they're all great. I want to bring up the Alabama quarterbacks in the Nick Saban era. I just want to address this thing right now. Oh. There they are. On the right is their NFL record as starters. Now, Tua, not bad at 6-3. Some might say he was carried by defense and special teams and was benched twice for a guy who played in the Ivy League. That's really ugly, and I do think there is something to that. That at Alabama, you are just driving a Bentley and meeting a Ferrari every single game. You have the best talent in the world. You run all over people. So then, maybe you go to Justin Fields, all right? Hold on a second.
Any better.
Hold on a damn second. Can we please pull up in the same time frame the Ohio State Buckeye quarterbacks in the NFL? Peter, it's not better. It might be worse. All right, Troy Smith wins a Heisman, goes 500. Terrell Pryor, incredible athlete, 3-7. Cardinal Jones never started a game. Dwayne Haskins, we spent a first-round pick on you, gone. For some of the same reasons.
Doesn't even include Troy Smith and other guys, J.T. Barrett and Braxton Miller. There's a long list of them.
It's a very, very long list, and none of them are sterling. So I don't think it's a coincidence. I don't think it's gratuitous to question Ohio State or Alabama. It's almost a backhanded compliment that you have so many good players that the quarterbacks get to the pros and they're like, where are all my five-star recruits? I don't feel great about either of these guys, which is why I keep going to the more athletic guy in Justin Fields, unless there's a third man in it.
Yeah, do you consider Joe Burrow in Ohio State?
Absolutely not. No.
You don't. He
That is an LSU man. Yes, I do.
He was at Ohio State, was being coached.
I don't consider Baker a Texas Tech guy, Peter. Where did they play their best ball?
Fair. Justin Fields, since he was in high school, has been the number one guy. It was him and Lawrence back in high school, 2015, 2016, 2017. He goes to Georgia as a freshman, plays 12 games, wins SEC Newcomer of the Year. And then Jake Fromm beats him out for the starting job at Georgia, and he transfers to Ohio State, and then goes on to be a Heisman finalist and has his thing. But, this is not the first time people are seeing Justin Fields. I think there's a bit of fatigue amongst the pundits, and Justin Fields, we've been talking about Justin Fields forever. Give me something new, give me something sexy, give me something flashy. And that went from Zach Wilson to Trey Lance, and then now it's like, wait a second, Mac Jones is the guy.
It could really be that simple?
It could be that simple.
Peter, we've been talking Trevor Lawrence forever, too, and there's no fatigue of him.
Trevor Lawrence is an alien.
He's an alien.
That guy's in a totally different field.
All right.
But I do want to say the thing that we don't know the most about is the guy who I think is the biggest wild card in all of this. So Fields and Jones, and Maurice Jones-Drew could put it in the mock draft, and then tomorrow Bucky could put the other one, and we go back and forth on it. Trey Lance is the biggest wild card in all of this. He has played one college football season. He has played in 17 games. And
just as many as Mac Jones, we should point out.
Mac Jones was at Alabama.
Just saying. Just as many games, equal games. It's true.
Let me continue. This is the North Dakota State quarterback who has not played against anybody, has come out of nowhere this past year, has one start last year because of the COVID stuff, but the athleticism is through the roof. The arm is through the roof. And if you truly want to set up the Alex Smith, Patrick Mahomes model,
right,
you can take a risk on a guy who has no experience and has not played anywhere. And you can say, this is the perfect setup for Trey Lance, where we're not going to rush you. You learn, take your year, take your redshirt season.
Right.
Do what Mac Jones had at Alabama. Do what Justin Fields had in Ohio State. Do it at an accelerated pace where you're in the system, you're in the program, and then we'll elevate you when you're ready. I think Trey Lance could be the guy at 3 just because they're not expecting 3 to play right away. If you believe what they're saying, Garoppolo's the quarterback this year, and then they'll hand over the torch. You don't take the safe thing when you're talking about handing over the torch. You're talking about hitting a home run.
Let me ask you, how does the Bachelorette work when the dates happen? Do they...
Go on.
When you're picking on a date, I've never seen the show, but
it's great.
When you pick who you want to go on a date with, you get to just choose between anyone in the house?
Often it's selected by the show. Like, you know, Susie, you're going to go out with Ken, Adam, and Derek.
That's not helpful. I thought you get to pick who you want to go
I
out
think
with.
eventually at the end you start to pick, but normally it's not in your control.
I feel like a lot of the noise behind this Mac Jones thing people are putting together is that these, you know, Shanahan and Lynch decided to go to the pro day of Mac Jones over the one of Justin Fields. You're like, well, they picked him. They must like him more. If I was the Bachelorette and I was picking on who to go on a date with, it would not be the slam dunk guy who threw 60-yard bombs against Clemson. I see that tape. I figured it out. That's Justin Fields. I would go see it, Kyle, of the guy I'm maybe unsure about, the one who has the questionable arm strength and questionable athleticism, the one that this entire draft process has been the 5th guy. He doesn't compare. He's not in the mix of the top 4 quarterbacks. So I'm just trying to maybe like dispel this talk that might be out there that they love Mac Jones. And I know that kind of works. It's not just that it's being said and this hype is happening with Mac Jones, it's who's saying it. Like Chris Sims, a guy who everyone in sports media is connecting to being close with Shanahan. So do you agree with me a little bit, or what do you think about them? Should we be buying into the fact that these two that we're looking at on our screen were at Mac Jones pro day instead of Justin Fields, and now they're going to go to see Justin Fields?
Well, I don't think we should be buying into anything.
Yeah.
And I really mean that. Like, I don't. It's smokescreen season. Kate, for you're saying it's who they're handing the rose to, in essence. That's where they really get to be democratic with it.
I think that just because they went to Mac Jones pro day and chose him, maybe they have more questions about him, and like, I want to spend more time with him on my one-on-one date.
See, I think the pro
to find
day
out whether or not I'm sending him home.
Like, you know, tail numbers on planes and everything.
Doesn't matter.
I feel like that's a lot of smoke and mirrors.
Do you know what they look at with the pro days, though?
What do you got?
They look at how his teammates responded to him, which teammates wanted to participate, which receivers are like, I'll do this,
how he communicates.
How he communicates. That's the stuff, the intangible stuff. They have the film. They know what's going to happen there. It's who they talk to, how they deal with the player, and how the team responds. Sometimes you just have to be like, hey, I'm the guy, I'm the guy, I'm the guy to draft me. Sometimes that's what you need to do.
Right. Yeah, 100%, no doubt about it. And I also feel like, you know, when it comes to the Justin Fields fatigue, there's this overanalyzation that's happening.
What do you got?
You know, I just feel like, you know, we were so excited about him, and it was Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields for so long. And I remember asking him, I was like, do you feel like you're the most overanalyzed prospect in this draft? And he said yes. And I was a little shocked that he was so like definite about it. But I think he understands, and he said, but I block it all out. If I show up and do what I need to do on the pro day, and whoever drafts me, I can prove to be the guy that's going to play my rookie year. He doesn't want to sit behind anybody and watch. He wants to show up and play his rookie season.